Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Anarchy and I've got a very special game for you today. But before I get to it, let me introduce my co-caster for this game, TG Bigwig.
How's it going, guys? I'm Bigwig. I'm going to be helping out with this cast. Looks like we got a pretty exciting game for you today, so hopefully it goes good.
And with that said, let me explain how I got this game real quick. A player who I know roomed with a StarCraft 2 player he's Korean, but he's from the US. He actually climbed the Grandmaster ladder all the way up to the top and was actually ranked number 10 in the entire world at one point, and then stopped playing altogether. This is a replay from his friend who actually played Dignitas Select on the ladder. That's right, this game is a ladder game between OpTicalRH and Dignitas Select. It's a Terran versus Terran, and it's on Backwater Gulch. And as we can see, so far, we've got a pretty standard opening. We've got both supply depots are now done, and looks like the blue Select, there goes the barracks, okay, because his mineral count was getting a little high there. So what are your thoughts on this game, sir?
Yeah, it looks like everything's opening up to be standard. Optical seems to be just slightly farther ahead in the buildings than Dignitas, but that's just maybe from a worker split or something, you know how it goes. Just a couple extra minerals, we'll get that out earlier.
So let me ask you, if you were playing on this map against Terran, because you're a Terran player yourself, what type of opening would you go for?
Well, the natural's fairly easy to secure. It's like a 1-1-1 is very powerful on this map. So like you can get some siege tanks and easily get your natural and secure it. Or Banshees are like pretty big on this map because the backside where your third base would be is easy to enter and get a lot of damage done.
We see Select Scout into Optical's base, so he's the first one to win the scouting war. Unfortunately for Optical, he decided to scout the opposite side, so he's actually going to get to Select last, which will give him the least amount of information, and by the time he gets there, he's just going to get sniped by this hero Marine that will, no doubt stop him from getting in. We've got a refinery down for both players. Both orbitals are done. Looks like Select's dropping a factory with that first 100 gas, as well as Optical. It looks like they're doing the identical same builds.
Yeah, it seems to be a mirror up to here. I'm going to expect a starport after this. Almost probably they're both going to be going for Banshee, it looks like.
That scouting or SCV rather is going to get the smackdown by these Marines. He actually survives. He must have like a bulletproof vest on or something because he got shot a good 6 times. And Optical he's got his stuff ready to go as well. I'm expecting to see a transition here soon. Hopefully they're not going to do the identical same build.
Well, we see our first variation where Dignitas got a second gas and Optical is still on 1 gas. And now they're starting to vary their builds up, so you'll see what they get differently. Looking to see if they'll drop a starport. Yep. Looks like Dignitas did drop his starport while Optical chose to get a command center.
And he's also got a Hellion in production. It looks like he canceled the Hellion. Excuse me. He's got a starport. He's got a reactor. And looks like... oh, no, it's a tech lab, rather. So Select's opted for the tech lab, and Optical's got the tech lab down in his factory, possibly siege tanks. There's the starport that we were waiting for. Who would you say is in the lead right now?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say anyone is in the specific lead. They're both just doing different builds, and the supply is really close. I mean, you really can't. It all comes down to who can do some harassment. It looks like Select is going for a Banshee after all, and we can see if he can get. It really depends on how much damage he can get done, and he is going for Cloak, so it looks like he's going to go commit to that quite a lot.
He was sitting really heavy on minerals. Still is 250. He might be opting to get ready for an expansion as well. Kind of tough to see. I don't see any SCVs heading down to the natural. Which, I mean, if I were playing this map, I would probably build it in the natural just because of the how easy it is. We see a scan going down from.
It does reveal
Optical.
that Cloak, by the way.
Yeah, good point. Okay, so
I'd like to see if he cancels that.
So let's see how he's going to react. He immediately gets an engineering bay, which is exactly what he needs, and another scan from Select this time, seeing exactly what's going on. He's got some siege tanks on the way out, and he has a command center somewhere, doesn't he? Yep, right here. Okay, so it's morphing in right now. He's getting a Raven.
Yeah, that'll help with the Cloak. He saw the Cloak getting researched, so he's going to get the Raven. It looks like Select canceled the Banshee and the Cloak and is getting a Raven now. Or maybe he got one Banshee out and canceled the Cloak and is getting the Raven. Yeah, I think the Banshee's flying down.
Yeah, Banshee's on its way right now.
So,
okay.
it's smart to cancel that Cloak because he saw it. He's getting a Raven. He's getting missile turrets. He's overly prepared for it. But let's see how much damage he can get done with this one Banshee.
Optical was getting very, very close to being supply clapped and just got that depot down in the nick of time. Epic placement of that turret to ward that Banshee away, and these Marines are going to make quick work of that. Command Center's on its way to land right now. Let's see this kind of micro. Select is known to have one. He plays the game like faster than most. Probably the fastest playing person in North America. We see Stim Pack being researched by our blue Protoss, as well as 2 more racks dropping down. Another siege tank on the way. We've got Vikings for Select, as well as a couple more Marines. And that command center for Select is now done. You get the Raven spinning around in circles. Interesting so far. What's he doing with this? Whoa!
Wow, it looks like he's going for the gold base. He knows he's a little bit ahead because he stopped the Banshee attack, and that he committed just a little bit. But I don't know if he's justified in taking the gold base. That's kind of risky. Definitely seems like it's not very safe. He doesn't even have the watchtower, so for all he knows, that Select could have seen him take that.
Select looked like he was getting ready to move out, but he's actually just going to secure his natural. Meanwhile, we got the probe or the SCV transfer. I'm so horrible at that. SCVs have being. I'm a Protoss player, guys. If you don't know, so I always say probe. Oh, what's going on here? He's going to get to the watchtower just in the nick of time and see exactly what's going on, but he has no idea. Well, then again, he can just click the mineral patches and know how long he's been there. So Select is immediately going to push out and stop that. But look at this. We've got a push coming from Optical. He's got some siege tanks. He's not sieging them up.
Nice use of the Raven to use the turrets because he knows it's going to die. There's a Viking there, so you might as well get rid of the energy while you can. And it looks like Optical did hold that off, and he'll be able to hold the gold base for a little longer.
I think the question is going to be, who gets siege mode first? Looks like it's about to finish for Optical, and did Select cancel it?
No, Select's finished as well, I believe. And he landed the Viking just to get some extra DPS, and surprisingly, those 2 siege tanks killed both of them. Yeah, well, one died, but they killed everything else for the most part.
Epic repair job as well. Select starting to he's starting to move all his workers down to his natural. So what else we got going on here? We get 3 racks, a couple more Vikings. Why the choice to go for Vikings?
Well,
just spot, I guess.
Well, in Terran vs. Terran, the air is so important because siege